The Elyon, the Revelation of the Archangel Uriel, the 2014 edition, published by the Orion Temple Order. All sincere Urians are hereby given permission to reprint and distribute this work for ministerial purposes. Divine Love. There are those who define divine love, agape, as unconditional love. And indeed, it might be said that St. Paul, in the 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians, describes divine love in just such a way. Yet in Matthew 22:37, Jesus describes the love for God, love of the divine, as synonymous with fervent obedience to God's will. The God of Abraham consistently urges and demands virtue, morality, and fidelity, loyalty, in relationships, whether between men and women or between humans and God. A relationship that is devoid of morality and honor, as well as truth, is not worthy of God, and is but an empty and worthless estate. Urianism, as a teaching, is a path to developing and maintaining a relationship with the divine, as well as a relationship with the self. It is the love for and from God, and instructs the individual, the church, and the state in what God expects in such a relationship. The Seven Thunders Unsealed. Charges against Humanity. The pretext. Revelation 10:2-4. He was holding a little scroll which lay open in his hand. He planted his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the land, and he gave a loud shout like the roar of a lion. When he shouted, the voices of the seven thunders spoke, and when the seven thunders spoke, I was about to write. But I heard a voice from heaven say, "Seal up what the seven thunders have said, and do not write it down." Revelation 10:8-11. Then the voice that I had heard from heaven spoke to me once more. "Go, take the scroll that lies open in the hand of the angel who is standing on the sea and the land." So I went to the angel and asked him to give me the little scroll. He said to me, "Take it and eat it. It will turn your stomach sour, but in your mouth it will be as sweet as honey." I took the little scroll from the angel's hand and ate it. It tasted as sweet as honey in my mouth, but when I had eaten it, my stomach turned sour. Then I was told, "You must prophesy again about many peoples, nations, languages, and kings." As I knelt in worship of the Lord God, eternal and supreme, I was overcome with sorrow. Tears flowed as the Spirit of the Lord flooded my inner being, clothing me with misery. Such empathy I have never felt for the world before or since, and I was aware that the tears were not my own. And the Spirit cried out within me. As a woman in the throes of labor, the earth screams in agony. All creation trembles as a clenched fist, as a babe compressed within her mother's womb, struggling to come forth. Gnashing teeth and weeping, nature weeps, spirits rage within the fleshly prisons of those who walk the way of destruction. Woe to you, O nations, for you have hardened your hearts and closed your eyes to the outcry of the innocent. The pleas of the world's children you do not hear. You scoff at the plight of those in need. You mock the afflicted, disdain the weak, and shrug off the call of the hungry. You scorn the little children of today that you yourselves spawned in dishonor and raised up in wickedness. Woe to you, O rulers of the nations, for you load men down with burdens that you yourselves will not bear. Woe to you, O humanity, creating the instruments of your own enslavement to sin and evil, fashioning the very things that are killing you. Woe to you, O peoples of the earth, in rebellion against the Creator from times immemorial, yet so willing to kill, to die, to bow down before cloth idols and human ideologies, even unto your own ruin. Woe to you who take up God's holy names in hatred. Woe to you who take up the holy names only to defame and blaspheme, or to use them as a means of making money. You hypocrites, seeking to appear religious that you might gain honor for yourselves and profit from men. Woe to you, O realms of mortal flesh, for you are ruining the earth and bringing about your own destruction. Note, the little scroll of the seven thunders has been sealed until now, and the thunders are 7 charges against humankind.